It's a beautiful Wednesday in the city of Ibadan. It's a sunny day. The day is bright. The day is beautiful. And of course, in the University of Ibadan is celebration galore because this is 2025 convocation ceremony season. So anyone visiting the university, don't be surprised when you see all the fun, all the fair, and everything just beautiful. It's very bright on this side of life. And this is how we welcome you to another edition of the program Data Speaks on Diamond 101.10 FM, University of Ibadan. Data Speaks is that program where we try as much as possible to make you data literate, where we talk about data and how it speaks to us. And of course, it's this program that re-emphasizes the fact that data is life, so it is needed for our everyday lives. My name is Fuluke Owolabi, and I'm here this afternoon standing in for Esther. Yes, we have a very important topic to discuss today on Data Speaks, and it's a very special edition. It's special because it comes at the season of convocation in the university. And of course, what we are discussing on Data Speaks today actually has to do with the convocation ceremonies for this year in the University of Ibadan. It's also special because for the first time after a long time, we are having Professor Olusoya Olubusoye again as guest on Data Speaks. Good afternoon to you, Prof.
Thank you, my sister. It's always a great pleasure to be here. More so to discuss, the statistics around the 2025 convocation ceremony of the University of Ibadan.
We are glad to have you around again, Prof.
Thank you so much.
When I saw today's topic, and I saw that it's Prof that will be coming out, it's truly a special edition. So today we're talking about decoding the graduates. A Data Speaks analysis of UI's 2025 convocation statistics. So now you see that it's actually a very special one. Yes, today we put our data skills to use, moving beyond the gowns and fanfare to analyze the impressive figures contained within the 2025 Order of Proceedings. We have this Order of Proceedings every year, and it actually contains the number of graduates of the university per year. So joining me to decode these statistics today, just as I've introduced earlier, is Professor Olusoya Olubusoye, our resident expert in statistical analysis from the University of Ibadan Laboratory for Interdisciplinary Statistical Analysis, UIDSA, and the Directorate of Quality Assurance, University of Ibadan. Welcome once again, Professor Olubusoye.
Thank you very much.
Now, let's jump straight to the overall figures based on the program data. What is the total number of graduates that the University of Ibadan is celebrating across both first degrees and higher degrees this year, 2025?
Excellent. So, on occasions like this, the university celebrates its production of graduates, and you have these graduates, both the undergraduates and the postgraduates. So for this particular year, and the statistics I'm going to make reference to is official and is published in the university 2025 Order of Proceedings. So it's not a make-up statistics. So it's official and very reliable. So by the statistics produced, altogether, the university is celebrating 9,497 graduates.
Altogether.
9,497 graduates.
Wow, that's almost
This
10,000.
year alone. Even that number is more than the entire population of some universities. And you could have a number of universities put together that are even not up to that amount. I mean, staff, student, everything put together. So you can see what UI is churning out, is producing, just for this year alone. So the breakdown shows that we have 5,900 receiving their first degrees. Yes, and we have 3,597 receiving higher degrees, masters, MPhil, PhDs, and so on. So, and you look at all of this, is showing the eminent position of the University of Ibadan. In fact, confirming that is indeed a premier institution, looking at the massive academic output from the university.
That's actually
it's
huge.
uncomparable, yes.
It's huge. Yeah. Now, looking at that ratio of first degrees to higher degrees, according to statisticians like you would put it at the ratio of 1.6 to 1.
Yeah, so
now, what does such a strong commitment to postgraduate education tell us about the university's strategy?
That tells you that the university places emphasis on graduate production. You can see 1.6, which means for every 2 undergraduates that you produce, you have one postgraduate. Actually, the vision of the university is to even be a postgraduate university, and that establishes the long-term vision to be the producer of academics or researchers for other universities that are established across the university.
I guess the university just chose to still admit undergraduate students so as not to deprive the young people who would like to come to the greatest University of Ibadan.
Let me get you right.
As I said, since the university, the university had even been planning to become like a postgraduate, and of course, it's a flagship of postgraduate education. Now, I said that the management of the university just only decided that they should still give opportunity to undergraduate students, so that they won't deprive them of that opportunity of coming to the premier university.
Exactly, and at the same time, produce the next generation of academics. Undergraduate will not have the requisite academic qualification to teach in newly created universities. So who are the UI now positions itself to be the one producing academics, researchers to those emerging institutions.
And so you know that anything cooked in UI is thorough.
Now it's thorough and it's edible. It's attractive, it's fanciful. So you could guarantee the quality, the standard. So that name is there, that heritage is there, that tradition is there, and is well known all over the world.
Now, I'm sorry to digress again. I think we would like to take a clip from you as the director of the Directorate of Quality Assurance. So, how well can you assure us of the quality of the graduates that the university is producing?
Yeah, well, the quality of, how do you the taste of the pudding, is it not in the taste? I mean the quality of the pudding, is it not in the taste?
It's really the taste.
So people give their testimonies. You have industry, uh, employing these graduates, testifying to the quality of graduates coming from the University of Ibadan. They are the people comparing. They easily compare graduates of other universities with those ones coming from the University of Ibadan. So to know whether you are doing well, you need to hear from those who have benefited from your services, those who have consumed your products, and they are in government, and we see them delivering. They are in other universities. They are also in the private sector. They are everywhere, in the radio, in the communication, in the IT, in the medical areas. So you see them, and the reports are quite impressive.
All right, thank you very much. I would even like to add that drawing from the crop of the commencement speakers that we've had so far at the convocation ceremonies, they are alumni of the university. Now, when they talk, the one who spoke yesterday, the one who spoke today, you would even feel proud to identify with such people. So we can rest assured that whatever the University of Ibadan cooks is actually thoroughly cooked, and one can rely on the quality of the graduates of the university. Now, let's look at the higher degrees. Now, let's look at the looking at the higher degrees data. Which faculties are the largest producers of masters, PhDs, and PhDs?
So I mean, like we are saying, the higher degrees are actually those that are likely to propel the country to economic they are going to take us to the next level. These people will make the country, to excel in area of technology.
Will be the drivers of the economy.
Yes. So if you look at the statistics, education actually leads the pack. With a massive 724 higher degree graduates.
Wow.
724.
Out of the 3,597.
Yes. So education is the main producer of higher degrees. Then that, of course, that higher degrees are mostly masters and postgraduate diploma programs, right? Then following the education, faculty of education is there are two faculties that are almost at par. Faculty of Science, 398. That's roughly about half of what the Faculty of Education produced.
Is very clear.
Yes, and then very closely, close to science is basic medical sciences. That's 379. So what that tells us is that if you look at those top producers, education, science, and basic medical sciences. That tells that University of Ibadan is very much into pedagogical training, very much into science research, and very much into health sciences. So if you are looking at the areas of specialization, if you are looking at our areas of strength as a university, it means that you have to, in terms of graduate production, right? It means that you have to see us as major producers of experts in pedagogical stuff, research, scientific research output, and also in health sciences.
Now let's look at the specialized programs, like those listed under the policy, Paulesi Graduates, Special on Geoscience, Reproductive Health, and so on and so forth. We see that they are heavily skewed towards MSc and Ph.D. Now, what does this reveal about the university's current research focus?
Okay. First, I think for most of our listeners, they need to understand the policy, which is Pan-African University. So the lazy there is to say that life, art, and sciences. So they have centers, they have in other regions of Africa, but UI hosts the life, art, and sciences. So, of course, they do not admit undergraduate. They do not run undergraduate programs. So they run specialized programs, and that also boosts, in a way, the graduate production at the University of Ibadan. So it shows that the UI's specialized research is highly applied and strategic, and that our graduates are not just holding theoretical degrees. No, they directly address Nigeria's critical needs in health, in environment, and in energy resources. And these graduates are the ones ready to tackle the real world problems. That's the the implication of the product coming out of the policy program.
All right, so in case you're listening, in case you're just tuning in, you're listening to Data Speaks, and the station is Diamond 101.1 FM, University of Ibadan. Today's edition of the program is actually a special one because we're talking about decoding the graduates, the analysis of Data Speaks, talking about UI's 2025 convocation statistics. We've looked at the number of graduates for the year 2025, and the university is celebrating 9,497 graduates this year. And we have been able to establish the fact that the ratio of first degrees to higher degrees is roughly 1.6 to 1. That's according to statistical analysis. Yes, we have 5,900 receiving first degrees and 197 receiving higher degrees. And of course, we've been able to analyze the distribution I call it statistical distribution.
Wow.
I don't know why the statistical came from.
Yeah, so you are becoming a statistician,
right?
yeah.
Okay. So we also look at the statistician.
Data scientist,
Okay.
if you prefer.
Okay, I think we're talking more about data science
Yeah.
these days, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So look at the statistical distribution.
Yeah.
We've seen the faculty that turns out the most number,
Yeah.
and how the other graduates are distributed across the other faculties.
Yeah.
Now let's look at the first degrees
Yeah.
and classification.
Yeah.
Which faculties and centers produce the highest number of graduates?
So interestingly, the highest numbers come from the affiliated institutions.
Wow.
Yeah, so there are institutions that are affiliated to University of Ibadan.
Yes.
Those affiliated institutions produce altogether 1,423 graduates, first degree graduates, right? Then followed is the distance learning center. So distance learning center produce 904 first degree holders this year. So, and then if you look at the faculties within those in the affiliated and in the distance learning, the social sciences, first degree graduate of social sciences, top the list, and that is 799, and then science follows, and that is 575.
Professor, I think things are changing. We usually have Faculty of Education turning out the most number of graduates, even undergraduates.
For the undergraduate,
yes.
First degree,
yes.
Social sciences, that's what we are saying. Social sciences actually leads the pack.
This year?
Yes, this year, 799.
Now, when we talk about social sciences, are you putting all these faculties together? Let's say arts.
No, you have social sciences well defined. You have
the faculty of
political sciences.
Yes.
Yeah, you have.
But it's been over the years, what we've been witnessing have been the Faculty of Education turning out the most number. We saw that at the master's level, that this year we have the most number coming from the Faculty of Education. But it's usually that even from at the undergraduate level, we used to have Faculty of Education.
Yeah, maybe in subsequent editions we can look at the trend.
Okay.
Look at the historical graduate production. But for this edition, the focus is actually the ones we are celebrating at the moment. That is
interesting, actually.
So the 9,000
changing the trend.
So, but we can look at the trend and see how the dynamics
has changed.
How the dynamics in the graduate production, how is. So that could be an issue for discussion. But for our listeners, seeing people around on campus celebrating, rejoicing, it's good to know how many, so that we put numbers, side by side this celebration
that we are having. So next we have the Faculty of Science.
So what we are saying now is that if you look at the first degree production, the highest numbers, they come from the affiliated institutions and distance learning. And that tells you that, affiliated institutions, they are not on the permanent site, right? They are institutions outside, but they are somehow they are supervised monitored by regulated, so to say, by the University of Ibadan, right? So they produce a large number of graduates this year, first degree graduates this year, but closely follow is the Distance Learning Center. So in terms of first degree production, distance learning is a major producer of first degree. And if you look at the faculties in those in the affiliated institutions in the distance learning, faculty of social sciences and science, those are the topmost producers of first degree graduates. I hope that clear. So
actually, I was thinking about something.
We've spoken about education.
Yes.
Where education leads in graduates.
Yes.
In the graduate production.
But do you
Masters
and PhDs. Do you know that I'm even thinking about something?
Yeah.
I think we could break the affiliated institutions and this learning center down. It's still possible that we have many graduates from the Faculty of Education still, because if we combine the number that is one, because this learning center is actually a center. You know, we have these faculties under the distance learning program as well, and the affiliated institutions. I'm aware that many of the affiliated institutions are education based actually, so it's even possible that if there's a way that we could break it down for that, maybe that would be part of the focus. Or that other one that we are talking about, talking about the trend. Looking at
I'm trying to understand why you are so much
you know, when you have this mindset that this is it, this has been and will forever be. When you talked about education, Faculty of Education turning out the most number of master's degree graduates, I wasn't surprised because that had been the trend. So,
but now,
and even at the undergraduate level, that had been the trend as well. Now we usually have. Before now, we usually have the convocation ceremonies for about 4 days. You know, 2 days for the undergraduates, for admission to first degrees. 1 or 2 days for the master's program. Okay, maybe 4 or 5 days. Then the 5th day would be the PhD convocation. But this year, it's as if we are having the convocation ceremonies for about 6 days. Now tomorrow, the Faculty of Education, because when I hosted the chairman of the ceremonials committee, I was surprised. You know, we were looking at the program together. She then said that it had been discovered that over the years, you know, the number of people that the ICC would host had increased. So special day was set aside for the graduates of education. So it's tomorrow. We're having education and another faculty tomorrow. So we weren't surprised when we saw that, okay, Faculty of Education and another faculty have been given a whole day, because we know the number of graduates.
So, but the point is this: we can always we want to be factual, right? And I've told you that the source of the data that we are using, the official statistics,
definitely,
as you know, as
the order of proceedings,
as published in the order of proceedings. Unfortunately, is the affiliated institutions were not disaggregated. So we only have that lump figure for all of them. So it's a bit different. Otherwise, we don't like to carry our emotions, our feelings, our primordial
into statistical analysis. You work with figures,
you have
right?
to be factual. You have to speak precisely
based on the facts provided.
Exactly.
I understand.
Feelings, primordial understanding or reasoning Well, we cannot really
not to worry, Prof. By the time we analyze further, we are going to do the work together.
So
we'll do nice as you
so we can prove that, in subsequent discussion.
Yes.
So, now, but the point here is that affiliated institutions, distance learning center, being the topmost producers of, is telling us something. And what is it telling us? It's telling us that the university is reaching out to people that are not how will I put it? People that ordinarily would not have had access to the undergraduate program to become graduates. So those people are not opportune to leave whatever they are doing to come to the University
of Ibadan.
So it's showing that the program is flexible and it allows for anyone, regardless of his or her location, to have access to university education. And that's what it's saying. So if you cannot access through the post-UTME, through the JAMB, you could also access through the distance learning program. Right? Ordinarily, that could have created, this sort of gap. People will have been discouraged. But UI offers this distance learning to make it possible for those who are unable to get access through JAM to also access, first degree education through distance learning and also through affiliated institutions. So these are alternatives, and that shows that the university is flexible.
And magnanimous.
So that's what we are bringing out from there. Just look at that number. Suppose we don't have distance learning. That means we won't be producing 904 graduates. 904 graduates. You know what that means?
Running to 1,000.
If they are to sit down on a football field, 904 graduates to sit down on a football field.
You can imagine.
You just imagine, right? Not to talk of 1,423, that from the affiliated institutions. So this is what the university is doing, extending the reach to even those unreachable.
Thank you very much, sir. Actually, you would agree that data talks, data speaks, because the data that we have here, particularly as concerns the 2025 convocation of the University of Ibadan, by the time they have been analyzed, we have seen that they're actually saying something. Ordinarily, you can be looking at figures, that, okay, 1,423, 799. But actually, as Prof had been dissecting these things, analyzing what this data have been telling us, we know that this data is actually talking to us. Now, let's discuss the pinnacle of academic excellence, first class honors. But before we do, let me remind our listener that the program is Data Speaks, and the station is Diamond 101.10 FM, University of Ibadan. We are talking about the UI 2025 convocation statistics today on Data Speaks. We are trying to decode the graduates today on the program. And I still have Professor Olusoya Olubusoye here from the University of Ibadan Laboratory for Interdisciplinary Statistical Analysis, UILISA, and is also the director of the Directorate of Quality Assurance, University of Ibadan. We are happy to have you once again, Prof. Thank you for joining us on Data Speaks.
Thank you, Madam, for Lucas.
Now, first class honors.
Yeah.
Based on the data, which faculty produced the most first class graduates?
Okay, so the data shows a tie for the highest first class production among the core faculties. So which ones are the core faculties? Faculty of Arts, and of course the affiliated institutions. Both produce 68 first class graduates.
Wow.
And then social sciences followed with 34 first class graduates. So that's also telling some stories. So one, it affirms that high standard of excellence is maintained across the humanities, social sciences, and in our external programs. So for this year, you could see that humanities top, the affiliated institutions and faculty of arts, they top the list of first class producers. Yes, and social sciences also. So, of course, first class is telling you about scholarship. It's telling you about excellence. It's telling you, a lot about academic,
rigors.
Yes. So, and that tells you that in terms of standard of excellence, then you can consider these faculties, arts, affiliated institutions, and social sciences as those affirming high standard of excellence.
Yeah, but now does that suggest the challenges? You know, we often hear about the challenges of rigorous marking.
Yeah.
Is that a pointer to that rigorous marking at UI? Now, the distribution of first class, second class upper, second class lower.
Yeah.
What does it tell us? Let's talk more about what it tells us about the academic standard in the university.
Yeah, that's what I said. And we cannot draw anything without evidence. We can have our opinion, but we also need to gather sufficient evidence to say this is what is happening, maybe in grading and so on. But for these figures, what we can take away is that faculties that are leading in terms of first class production is saying that they affirm high standard of excellence. Like I said, first class, is evidence of scholarship, of brilliancy, right? So you could say that, this, at least for this year, for this set of graduates, these faculties, they they maintain high standard, and they are able to produce best set of graduates, right? So, but why is it so? That could be many reasons, but we need to now investigate, and we don't want to be making unnecessary, unsubstantiated claims here. Right.
Now, the bulk, according to the findings, the bulk of the graduates fall into the second class honors, upper and lower missions.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. So
it shows us that achieving a first class in UI remains a major academic feat.
Yeah. So that's where you have the majority. I mean, the second class lower and second class upper. So what that suggests is that the bulk of the graduates fall into, the bulk of the graduates falling into that class, upper and lower, divisions, is showing that the system is rigorous, and you cannot just get first class just without working hard for it. It's not a giveaway. You have to earn it. You need to work for it. So it also shows that it's not only rigorous, it's selective. That the process is selective. You have to distinguish yourself to earn it.
It's hard.
Yes, you have to. Yes, so it's not something you pick up and just go and celebrate. The sweat must be there, and then the pain and the rigor must be evident. So achieving a first class at UI remains a significant academic feat. So when you say you hold first class in UI, then it underscores the quality control mechanism that the university employer put in place. So
that means our first class graduates deserve to be specially celebrated.
We always celebrate them. Even I know in the Faculty of Science, you have the Dean's Rule of Honor, and then not just during convocations like this, they are always celebrated at every level. 100 level, 200 levels, 300 levels, and that it encourages most of them to sustain the scholarship and academic excellence, because from year one, once they have that, once they are in that first class, they work very hard to sustain it because they are also celebrated. So the celebration is not only when they are
having convocation.
Yes, and even at the convocation, arena, they are distinguished. They are well celebrated. So it's a tradition, and it's also showing that the university values,
hard work.
Yeah, is brilliant minds, is scholars. And, I mean, even in those days, some of them they get recruited. Yes, even right there, they are offered, graduate assistantship, and they now from there move to assistant lecturer and other cadres. We've had most of our very seniors, even in this university, that joined the system through that. I'm not one of them.
No, Paul, I didn't have to tell you. You told me by yourself.
Yeah.
All right, because of our time, Prof, what is your final and most significant data insight from the 2025 Convocation Order of Proceedings?
So, I mean, the point is that the university is not just maintaining its traditional academic excellence. So is maintaining it, but we also see through this statistics that is expanding the reach through distance learning and through postgraduate specializations. It's also showing that the university is working towards its mission of being a world-class institution for academic excellence that is geared towards meeting societal needs. And who are the people that will solve societal problems? The societal problem is so complex. You need graduates, who specialize in those areas to conduct rigorous research to solve health problems, to solve
pedagogical problems,
to solve environmental problems, to solve medical problems, and agricultural, all these problems. Even those are the people that can take us to the space. These are the people. So the university is expanding its reach through postgraduate specialization, putting increasing emphasis on graduate production over and above uh, first degree programs. So the numbers confirmed UI's enduring role as a national engine room for high-level human capital development. And the university is producing a diverse blend of high-volume graduates and highly specialized researchers. So we produce researchers for research institutes. We produce lecturers for universities, emerging universities, and so on and so forth. So we are high-level human capital producers.
University of Ibadan
Yes.
is a high-level human capital producer. Well, thank you very much, Prof, for this excellent data-driven analysis of the 2025 convocation. Today, you've been able to give us a far richer appreciation for the numbers behind the celebration. It's not just enough to celebrate, to eat rice, to have the fanfare and all. We should know. And today, you've been able to make us appreciate those numbers behind the celebrations that we are having at this period in the university. Now, for anyone with questions on the convocation statistics or any other statistical queries, stay tuned for the Statistical Clinic on Air, brought to you by the UIDSA. UIDSA is University of Ibadan Laboratory for Interdisciplinary Statistical Analysis. But on the main discussion part of Data Speaks on Diamond 101.10 FM today, we've had the pleasure of Professor Olusoya Olubusuye doing justice to decoding the graduates, a data speaks analysis of UI's 2025 convocation statistics. Once again, thank you, Prof, for coming on Data Speaks today.
Thank you very much.
And we hope to see you soon.
I'm always.
So it's not be that it will be next convocation that you would come again.
No, don't let us.
Don't let's say that on
Don't
air.
let us go that far.
All right. Thank you very much. So stay tuned for the next segment, and of course, that's the segment that wraps up Data Speaks for today. It's called Statistical Clinic on Air. Data Speaks, where we talk about statistics. We call it statistical clinic on air. We do statistical diagnosis here because we call it the clinic. And representing you, Adisa, that's the University of Ibadan Laboratory for Interdisciplinary Statistical Analysis, is Kafayat Alobaluke this afternoon. Good afternoon to you, Kafayat.
Good afternoon, and it's a pleasure to be here again. Good afternoon.
So, what do you have for us from you, Adisa?
All right, so thank you very much. In this session, I would like to introduce our lab. That is the Laboratory for Interdisciplinary Statistical Analysis, UILSA. So the lab is located at the Department of Statistics. What we do varies. First of all, you can think of the lab as your statistical help desk, where you can always get help on data-related issues. So we are trained to treat data as patients, and by postgraduate students, undergraduate students, or even an entrepreneur, if you are a business owner, we can make sense out of your data to make more sales, and most especially for undergraduates and postgraduates. If you have any issues with your research methodology, research data analysis, we are always at UILSA to help you make sense of your data. So always reach out to us. We also partner with different organizations to make sense of data, the data portfolio. Yeah, so
All right.
again, we can provide practical guidance, one-on-one consultation on anything related to data, be it your statistical text, interpreting complex results, and the like. So we are also available for workshops, trainings for organizations, and all of that. So thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you at UILSA.
So if you treat data as patients, how do you treat the people that bring the data?
Yeah, that's what I just mentioned, especially for business owners. So, at times when your business is like...
I didn't get my question. If you treat data as patients, okay, how do you treat those who own the data or brought the data to you?
Yeah. How we treat them?
Yes. You say you treat data as your patients,
as
right?
Patients.
So if I'm the one who brought the data, how do you treat me?
How does the doctor treat you when your family follow you to the clinic?
Okay, the relative of the patient.
So
you treat the person that brought the data as a client.
Yeah, the client.
The client.
So if you have to buy drug, it's not the patient that
for someone like me, are you sure I'm not the one that you treat as patient when I come to you, Elisa?
No, we treat your data, not you. Medical doctors will treat you, but for us, it's your data we treat. But you
know where I said that from? No. Myself and figures, we are like this.
No, just bring. We will not treat you. We don't have to worry about you, but we will worry about your data, and then we will report the health status of your data to you, to our client. And then we see this patient, this data you have brought is suffering from meningitis.
So basically, you deal with data.
We deal with data, not we don't treat human beings in the lab. So when you come, we are not treating you, but we are treating your data. But you need to give us information about your data. The way family will give information about the patient to the doctor. So why doctor treats the patient and the family members support and provide
information, needed information.
The food you will need to the medicine, is not able to move, they have to move them and so on. That's what you will be doing. But in terms of injection and so on,
the medication you will be treating. All right, any contacts for you, Elisa?
Yes, so you can reach us via the following phone number: 080 28 48 7397. I'll take that again: 080 28 48 73 97. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Kafayat Alobaluke, for coming on Data Speaks today. Here is where we wrap it all up on Data Speaks today. We've been able to look at decoding the 2025 graduation statistics of the University of Ibadan on Data Speaks today. And of course, we've heard what UI Lisa, the information that the UI Lisa had for us today on Data Speaks. Next week will be another time to enjoy another interesting edition of Data Speaks, where we treat data, as talking, yes, to us, because they are actually, those figures are actually talking. And it's on this program that we actually always remind you that data literacy is very important. So till next week, when we'll be coming your way again with another interesting topic, remember that Data Speaks. My name is Oluke Owolabi. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you.